Good evening, Free Enterprise friends. Welcome to the Friday Night Community Race. My name is Pixel Tamer, and I am joined tonight by Harumph. How's it going, Harumph?
Tonight's going fantastic, thank you.
Yeah, so we've got a very thematic flag set for tonight, considering that it is the 14th of February coming up. And hello, Invenerable and friends. We've got a party of just Cecil and Rosa tonight, no duplicates. You're going to have two characters, and that's going to be the entire night. You've got four thematically themed objectives around Cecil and Rosa, with an unofficial fifth objective of Clear Mount Ordeals, because I don't think you'll get very far with the Dark Knight on these flags. What do you think about these flags?
We got here. I'm guessing here that Monday's date went very well because we've got a second date tonight here. But yeah, it's the theme here is much of it here is saving Rosa here and saving Cecil's soul, I guess. And yeah, we do have that unofficial fifth objective because Dark Knight Cecil isn't going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting, and I don't think Rosa wants to tackle the adventures on her own here. This is meant to be done together as a team.
Yeah, Rosa is very effective. She can do a wide variety of things, but I don't know if she can solo Zeromus. As far as like the rest of the seed, we're gonna have a very limited key item pool tonight. We're just K main, so that means summon spots, including Whacking Yang with the pan down in the Sylph Cave, will not give a key item. They'll still give a nice item, but they're not going to be a key item. Likewise, we are not going to be able to get anything out of the lunar bosses for progression. It's just the original vanilla locations, but of course everything is still shuffled around. Our pass is found in chests tonight, so combined with T Wildish, that's going to encourage quite a bit of heavy looting.
But that D Knight here could still be in a very spicy spot.
Exactly. Just because there's no key item at those boss spots doesn't mean that we won't have progression there in the form of that Dark Knight.
Yes, sir. And potential here, you could have a few tricky bosses along the way here will try to do their best here to ruin Cecil and Rosa's date.
Yes. Helping with the date, though, is Edward, because free key items are turned on tonight. So instead of going on that Demas hunt, we will be heading over to Troya Castle, speaking to Bedward, and getting some sort of present.
It looks like we are just about to launch the Enterprise and start our race.
Yep. We've got a few veterans on the restream tonight. We've also got Sorbius, and this is his very first restream, and feeling a bit nervous, so let's all cheer for Sorbius and see what kind of cool things they can do.
All right, and we have Mylon, a version of Mylon in the Bygone spot here, and we have a Darkness Crystal start, which in most flag sets here is, opens up things tremendously here. Tonight here, it's more a path to the moon if you don't find paths along the way.
Yeah, not a lot of immediate value. But this does amuse me because as we were getting ready tonight, our restreamer Gambit was saying, I've rolled a lot of streams lately where there's been a starting Darkness Crystal, and I guess he is continuing that trend tonight.
Yes, would that be a restreamer curse then?
I don't know. It's always nice to give your loved one a pretty rock, I guess, but I don't think the pretty rock is appropriate at this specific moment.
All right, we're seeing PK here go directly here to Troya Castle here to check Eddie. Oh, actually checking the secondary treasury first here for key items here.
Yep.
Whereas the Florian Twist
Flax just got a curse ring.
Oh, and that'd be nice here to slow down fights here, because there are some tricky spots where bosses will be very fast, and you'll need to have a better control of the pace in order to get past, get through those spots.
And I saw silk webs and life potions in the Baron item shop, so that's a nice find.
All right, we're about to see here what Eddie has in bed and he's got a Baron key. So another key, another check opened up.
We've got 3 runners here on the Watery Pass doing assorted looting. On T Wildish and the other weighted flags for loot, this is a slightly incentivized location because nobody really likes to come here. There's not a whole lot of progression here most of the time, so this is one of the places where you can get a little bit better loot.
Yes, sir. So yeah, most likely we're going to be trying to gather some items here together here, just to try to see how to get through the early part of the game here. So trying to find better arrows here for Rosa here to get the early heavy lifting out of the way here. I did see some mute arrows picked up on Sorbius' side here, which will help out a lot.
Yes, always useful, those mute arrows, especially when you only have 2 characters and you need to get through some annoying mage-type bosses.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's seen an upgrade here to the short bow here, so to make a little faster work here early on.
Yes, we did see over in Troya, though, the pub had Star Veils and the item shop had illusions. So there's some more of our useful utility items.
Twisted Flax is hunting for that Dark Knight. He checks the waterfall and finds a D-Mist here, and that's a quick reset out from him.
Yeah, normally you'd be happy to find D-Mist, but like we said, N key is not turned on. We can just get that from Edward instead.
We're seeing a variety of arrows. Behind Waterhoof Paul here, there's some pretty nice arrows to be Artemis and Samurai Amber. Arrows which will come in handy in a few spots here potentially.
Yes, Artemis arrows have that nice bonus damage against dragons, and yeah, dragons are a thing in this game. There's some rather spooky ones that do a lot of damage really quickly.
Storbius is the first one here to take a peek at the Antlion Cave and doing some additional looting here, and we'll see who the first boss is and what that first key item will turn out to be.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised nobody on Restream has gone into Castle Eblan yet. Obviously, we can't take a random encounter in there right now, but that is the best loot we have access to right now because it's a trap chest location. And the density of checks there is pretty high, but then you're going to have a few resets if you hit those trap chests.
That's for sure, and it may be a case here where we may, some reason maybe think about checking later on here, so they can one shot. So if they do encounter those trap chests here, they can take on the enemies there fairly safely.
Oh yeah, it's totally a trade-off of, do I want to come back here again to do the trap chests, or do I want to do it all in one go? But we're seeing our first key item boss on Sorbius' side, and it is Karate Man. Too bad we don't have Paladin yet, otherwise this would be double free.
Double free here, now it's just relatively, now it's just pretty free.
And PK peeks the boss of Mount Hobbs and sees Antlion guarding another Rosa. Of course, we have Sino dupes turned on. No duplicate Rosas tonight. It is 1 Cecil, 1 Rosa against the world.
Look, the Sorbius fight here. Rosa is right. I think there must have been some additional damage along the way here. He's cleared past the Karate Man, and we've got a twin harp. So they're most likely, and since K-Main's on, that's most likely going to be a key item. So we probably will have some music tonight.
Yeah, and like many a good date has music involved at some point, right?
I'm hoping here it's something on theme and not something that's too unhappy. I'm not sure how many sad songs there are at the Twin Harp, but yeah, look, a nice a nice ballad here, a love song, I think would be nice to hear tonight.
I'm not sure what Shop Flurry just reset out, but I did see an Aegis Shield. No, probably Fabul.
And speaking of Fubul, we've got the elements. We've got Quarterleg, ready to take their shot here at our at our power couple, and
in case you forgot, Earth absorbs lightning. That Zeus Rage just went to waste, as it healed the elements instead of damaging them. One fun thing to do would be to just throw Cure 2 potions on this undead Mylon form until it is ready to transform, and then pop Ice Arrows on it to deal with Rubicant. Or we can just throw a Grimoire, get Sylph in one shot. That works too.
Yeah. Decent roll. Anytime I throw Grimoire here, it's usually a Chocobo.
That's the thing about the mystery box. You never quite know what you're gonna get. But that's a required Fabul defense because we just got a Legend Sword.
Just one. All you need is the adamant or stone. Then you've got a sword for your Cecil once he passes the Paladin test up on Mono Deals.
Yeah, and I imagine our runners are going to pursue that sooner rather than later, so Cecil can start getting some useful experience. Another thing we haven't touched on yet is just how much money these runners are going to have to buy whatever items they need. Since we know there's only these two characters, that means there's a whole lot of equipment we can just sell. We don't care about ninja swords, we don't care about rods, we don't care about spears, we don't care about most of the hammers and axes. So, like, there's a lot of money sitting on the table that we can just pick up and use to buy consumables or equipment or whatever we need.
Like, items here, for your for whatever grind option you may have here. Since we have standard shops here, there's a good chance here that we're going to see that we've got sirens at a gated shop somewhere, which would be the easiest grind here. However, if we have something that a seed here which doesn't have sirens here, we're going to need to look at some alternative options.
Yeah, as I recall, on a standard, sirens are about 90% likely to show up. When I was testing some of these flags on Asyncs a few weeks ago, I learned the Mac Giant grind for the first time. Since Cecil can equip the Ogre Axe, Rosa can spam Blink, and it's fairly safe.
Safe here, it's a little longer than what, a little longer and a little, still a higher element of risk here, of course, here. Than the Siren grind, which will be the preferred grind here. But if it comes to that here, we'll see here how well our racers here, deal here with finding different ways to grind here. Trapdoors here, if you have the Luka key here, are also another way here you can get those levels up.
Yeah, trapdoors are pretty risky with only two characters, but if you can get status protection on them, then it's going to be a lot easier. But yeah, we've got plenty of grind options in this flag set. Nothing is turned off. We don't have Eno XP, which is a nice change from Pre-Enterprise Legacy. As much fun as that has been, we only get so much experience from trap chests on the Legacy flags.
Twisted Flags is taking a trip out Mount Ordeals and finds the Nope Noodle.
This is going to be a little rough because of the double big waves. The physical attack here is not so bad, which is probably why this fight's going to be doable. It's also fairly slow. So what I expect we're going to see is Rosa's going to equip lit arrows if we have any, and just go pew pew, and Cecil will play Chemist.
Yeah, like the physical stats, we're talking single digits. Low single digits at that here, so yeah, just a matter of time here before the Rosa finishes off Ogopogo.
Yeah, Dark Knight Cecil is not a strong character, but as he goes down against that Ogopogo's double big wave, so let's see if Rosa is a bad enough lady to defeat the Ogopogo.
Yeah, like at this point, you can just queue her up here. Like, there's not enough physical damage here to. Did that miss?
I was looking over at PK's screen, so I can't say for sure. He found some vampires at the Hummingway shop.
Yeah, it looks like Twisted Flags tried to get a Q or two off somehow. I'm not sure if there was a a miss target here, but he takes the wipe there.
Yeah, it's also possible at low levels for magic to miss, even if you're not Tella, just because stats are low at the beginning. And I don't think we found a great amount of caster use so far. But Gambit is on top of things. Cecil was targeted. Kirtu does not revive the dead, unfortunately.
Flurry's got his Twin Harp now, so he's got that other option. And yeah, we're going to have a few more people up Mount Ordeals in a moment here. PK is making the trip up.
Yeah, like we said, Mount Ordeal is not an objective in and of itself, but basically required for this seed to go anywhere because Dark Knight is Dark Knight, and Dark Knight is not very strong. In Manila, many of the early game enemies are specifically weak to darkness to help make Cecil look like he's powerful.
Yep. All right. Yeah, Twisted Platts' fight here looks like it's as long as he gets the cure lands here when the next big bang hits. Should it hit here? The rest of that should go fairly smoothly here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, over on Sorbius' screen, he's fighting the Rubicon phase of elements, and we can see just how low the magic attacks is here because Fire 3 and Glare are both hit for under 100 damage each. Normally those are very obnoxious, but we're still struggling a bit with the battle speed, it looks like.
Yeah, that is a fast fight here, even.
But we've got a turtle now. We can heal up. He is weak to ice, I believe, in this phase. So the lit arrows and the Thor rages or the Zeus rage will not be the best, but we can get through it. I don't think he uses wave here. Twisted Flax is through that nope rope and immediately going to go save.
And Sorbius, is in the final phase of elements here, and that fight should wrap up soon. Flurry is on his elements fight as well here in the link phase.
Oh, cool. The dolls. This is free if we have that Zeus Rage still. Or just use the Grimoire and get any attack item. Or any attacking
there's a few
any group summon, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Zeus Rage equals win. Equals Paladin.
Equals Paladin, a key item. Possible, most likely a key item here. And if we're really lucky here, we'll see a vanilla Dark Knight Cecil here.
That would be pretty cool.
Or he's doing a little battle here with the inventory boss at the moment here, trying to unload some loot here to make received purchases.
Yes, inventory boss is the true final boss. But we see the Rat Tail is the key item here. It is a key item used for promotion, but not in this game. It's used in Final Fantasy 1 for promotion, where we could turn our fighters into knights and so on.
And we got another noodle on Mount Ordeals.
Yes, perhaps Mount Ordeals is the pasta joint of the evening, serving up some noodles with, what are the dolls? The waitstaff?
Yeah, wait. Yeah, lightning fast waitstaff, I guess, in Twisted Flax case. Or lightning slow, I'm not sure. Alright, so that PK will take care of that noodle moment here, and Sorbius and Flurry are going to make their way here to the Ogopogo fight and take that on. while our racers are taking care of the mules here, and Black State's walking down, feel free to give our runners a follow here. We'll have, they're great, streamers on their own, on their own right here. And if you want to, try this, if this is your first time watching Green Price, and you think, hey, this looks like fun here, we have a Discord you can follow here. Where we've got guides here to help you get started here, and we have a great community here who are willing to help out here, to help you get you on your way. Whether you want to take this, whether you want to learn how to race, and take part in our friendly competitions, or whether you want to play this casually here. There's a place for all to play this any way you like.
Yeah, super supportive community, super friendly. We've got a wide variety of runners of all skill levels. Most people are happy to share their tips and tricks with everybody. We're mostly here to have fun and try to be good at this game. And yeah, there's not like I said, everybody's helpful and supportive, and it's pretty nice and relaxed. Looks like PK is taking a random encounter or two up here on Mount Ordeals, possibly trying to get Cecil some levels before going to go do anything else.
Yeah, level 1 Cecil here still doesn't... He punches a little stronger here than Dark Knight Cecil, but not that much harder here. But he gains levels super quickly here in the early going here, so that'll help increase the impact he has as he takes on here the later bosses.
Yeah, and we're eventually going to see back row for all of our runners for both of our characters. Since Cecil can equip bows, we have a bow. Why not just throw him in the back row? And why is throwing people in the back row important, and why can we do it with Cecil even if he's not using a bow?
Well, in Final Fantasy IV here, there is a feature, because there are no bugs in Final Fantasy IV, where if you have a back row item, a back row weapon, it turns a flag here, flag on here that says you do full damage when you're in the back row. That flag never actually turns off, even if you take off, disequip here that back row weapon. So once you have Cecil, like for example, equipped with a bow and arrow, and then equip him with a sword, that sword here can do full damage from that back row, which is beneficial because you're taking less physical damage in the back row as opposed to the front row.
Yeah, very well explained. And PK is showing us some D-Lunars here on the first spot of Baron Inn. And those are going to be dealt with pretty quickly between taking advantage of their undead weakness and taking advantage of Cecil, being Cecil and hitting things.
And the first spot being here, minuscule HP.
Yeah, I think it's a total of 400 hit points split across 2 enemies. But this is going to be fun. Evil Wall.
Well, from one boss you would like to one boss that can be tricky and a nice position to. Yeah, at least it's still slow-ish here, but it's still not gonna be the easiest fight here. It's gonna be a bit of a slog here, but he should be able to get through this.
Yeah, the worry I have is the gradual petrification that was put on Cecil. Whenever you use a magic attack against the Evil Wall, it will counter with Petrify, and eventually your character will become fully petrified if you don't do anything about that. As we see, Cecil is almost entirely stoned, so either we have to use a heal potion or we have to throw a vampire and hope for the best. And we did not get the best there. That's going to be a wipe for PK.
Yeah. Damage output is actually a little lower here than anticipated here at that spot there.
I think that's totally doable. Get Rosa back up, let Cecil cover her, keep Cecil's hit points up, and let him hit things with an axe.
PK did find a power shirt here, so that might help to tip the scales a little bit more in his.
Oh yes, definitely. Power shirt is plus 15 strength, pretty good physical defense, not great magical defense, but we don't need magic defense yet. We just need raw power.
me see. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
Yeah, and looking at PK's Cecil, that was actually a pretty decent amount of gear for this early in the game. Ogre Axe is a very good mid-range weapon, or mid-game weapon rather. Power Shirt is nice, Strength Ring is nice, Samurai Helm is his third best helmet in the vanilla game. And I think that was a Dragoon Shield, so that's like the second best shield as far as like raw defense goes. I prefer the Aegis as far as like magic defense goes, but there's nothing wrong with the Dragoon Shield whatsoever.
Well, the extra elemental defense never hurt anybody.
Exactly. Like many things in this game, there are trade-offs.
The Aegis Shield would be certainly a huge benefit in that evil wall fight for sure.
I was getting ahead of myself and thinking about Zeroma, since everything he does is non-elemental magic.
Flurry's also looking to help to augment here those levels here before we're going ahead to take on the rest of the seed. Twisted Flax got through here the gauntlet there, and is look like making a beeline here for Baron as well.
Did Sorbius take a wipe on the dolls? I thought we saw him fighting them. Or maybe that was Swift Flax's screen, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I must have missed that as well here. I don't recall seeing here the dolls here, but again, I could, I might be. No, that could be something I've missed here. So.
Yeah, we see our second attempt at Evil Wall over on PK's screen. As long as Rosa goes down but not out, or rather, goes through low hit points but is not KO'd, this will be fine. Cecil will just cover her and everything will be lovely. Queue up a life potion, please.
Sorbius is taking the safe before going to take on the Calbrina fights.
Yeah, nope rope is rude. There's a reason why we call it nope rope. Usually a good idea to save after you fight it. And PK is through, so we'll see what our key item from the Baron Inn is. It's underground access.
Easy underground access at that too. Says it's definitely the mag key, definitely the preferred method underground. You don't have to go through any potential nastiness here through the hook routes tonight.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Twisted Flax's Cecil was at 5 hit points, narrowly avoided a wipe thanks to a well-timed Cure 3 potion. We don't see the same amount of damage coming out of this Cecil, so maybe didn't get that Ogre Axe, or it was just a low roll, and I'm doomsaying for nothing.
Looks like Flurry picked up some weaponry. And Sorbius here taking took a reset here, so we'll take another attempt here to recalibrate and make him try again against Calbrina.
Yep, and welcome to Asuka 424 and her raid party. How's it going?
Toad Flaxer just sees a little extra HP here. Yeah, but yeah, those damage rolls are a little low here, and Evil Wall is getting that much closer to crush. There's the crush phase, and there's a reset.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we've got PK diving into the Fey March and finds the trap chest on the very first check. So we're gonna see him loot the entire thing, I'm sure.
Yep. Once you know where that is here, it's all free. It's all free from here.
Yep. This is a gated location, so it's better loot. It's a location with trap chests, so it's better loot. I believe those stack.
not finding anything groundbreaking so far, but there's still a lot of chests to go.
Glass helm is a nice find.
That is indeed here. A little extra, a lot of extra here. Protection here from your from physical attacks here.
Oh, there's a protect ring.
Yeah.
And the crystal ring.
Oh,
We're set for arm slot for the rest of the run.
yeah.
And of course, Cecil gives Rosa the crystal, gives her the gemstone.
Yeah, and apparently in this economy here, crystal rings do sell more than are more valuable than diamonds, though. So
I mean, the crystal is this metaphysical, magical object with amazing properties. Wouldn't you rather have that than a diamond?
Personally, yes, here, but the diamond cartel here has a great marketing department.
It does. And we've got a French vanilla tail here in the Fey March. Normally we get the rat tail on this spot, but tonight it's the bank tail. So once we get the hook, we can go grab ourselves not only a key item, but an adamant armor. We do not have the no adamants flag turned on, so we're going to eventually have an adamant armor Cecil, and he'll go burr. No, Scala, please do not eat the crystal. We don't know what it'll do to humans. We have not tested it. We don't have FDA approval.
Sorbius has got through the comprehensive fight here, and we'll soon have a newly promoted, upgraded Cecil once the Leviathan is dispatched.
And, Naming Way being the NPC boss tonight. Let's see if PK gives us what we want and shows off Job Dwarf. Appeals referee.
His job must be bananas.
Har har.
All right.
I would not be surprised if we see a Dwarf Castle check here. I know many of our runners don't like doing as extra trips through Silph Cave if they can avoid it. And this is going to be a little bit easier than the Tower of Battle spots. In the vanilla game, you do come here first, so the enemies are a bit lower level.
You also don't have to worry about not getting a key, most likely not getting a key item here because K main is on here. It means here that there's less dilution in the possibilities here. Pretty much every spot except for one was going to give you a key item.
Oh, there's a heroin robe in the Dwarf Armor Shop, but more importantly, there was a pass in the treasure chests, or in the pots to the east of the Fat Chocobo. So we can go to Zeromus whenever PK wants.
Yep, there will be no fancy boat ride to the moon tonight here. It's just going to be a quick tunnel, transporter tunnel path thingamabob.
And is that the King of Baron that Flax is fighting? Is that Dr. Luggage for us tonight?
That is Dr. Luggage, Dr. Cutscene, Doctor of many names.
Yes, and it looks like the first boss of Dwarf guards of some variety. Could either be the Baronian guards or the Kaipo soldiers. We will soon find out. It is the Baron guards. Rosa should have mute by now, so this'll be easy. Mute them so they can't do their counter attack spells, throw some mute arrows at them, and it's going to be some pretty easy XP.
Yep, and there's a mute knife as well.
Or we can just use a coffin.
Yeah. All the options will work. First, need to trip down the Fey-March and not looting on the way down. So we'll see. We'll likely not see here the size loot now here, and what a time to start looting, I guess.
Yeah,
So-
I mean those are the two best chests in the dungeon.
Baron guards are dispatched, and
Playing the role of Golbez tonight is either the Water Hag or the Gauntlet.
we have
Hello, Fabul Gauntlet.
gauntlets.
And we know there's a key item here, so we can't necessarily nope out of it. And Rosa is making sure that Cecil knows exactly how angry to be about this by casting that Berserk spell.
And we'll do that likely 4 more times just to make sure he learns his lesson.
Yeah, this is not going to be hard, it's just going to be time consuming. PK's best bet will be that this has a required item, so that means everybody has to do it.
Yeah, something like a package hiding Dark Knight Seesaw or something like that.
Yeah. Flori did peek the bosses for us in the Fey March. That was the other blue robe, so the Water Hag and Valvalus.
And Flori is going to at least get Sheila 1 online. Also not looting his way down.
Yep. Check your freebies.
And a moment here, we'll find out here what the Baron Castle has in store for us tonight. And in the garbage box,
Hey, that's a required adamant rock.
Required adamant rock, a very sharp sword for Cecil as well.
Yep,
So,
I imagine Flax will be heading over to Kokol's Forge pretty soon. But it looks like he's going to give us a peek at the music first.
music before sword here. He's a man of the people, as some would say.
Yeah, this makes an amount of sense. You're already wounded from your last battle, so why not go and do this fight that's going to give you a free heal beforehand? You don't even need to worry about getting Rosa back up. Dark Elf will do that for you. And Cecil's almost guaranteed to be wearing something metallic, so he'll be paralyzed, and you'll just go straight into the cutscene.
And when there's cutscenes, we've got music.
So this does mean that Bedward was very helpful, since that Baron Key is required. So if any of our runners, including the off-screen runners, forget that we have free key items turned on, that could be a huge problem for them.
Oh, definitely.
But all of our restream runners, I see the Baron Key is checked off for them, so no problems to be seen here.
Sheila 1's got the Luca key.
Question from chat, was that a crystal sword that Flax picked up? I saw a crystal glove. I don't think a crystal sword is possible in this location at this time. It is a tier 7 item, and I don't think you can get tier 7 items in Magnus Cave, even with T. Wildish.
I thought I saw the gauntlet icon as well.
But it is time to see what Edward has in mind for our couple tonight, so time for us to hush up a bit and see what Eddie has. So that's a very nice piece of music from Final Fantasy II, not to be confused with Final Fantasy II, not to be confused with Final Fantasy IV, and also an objective because of that Dark Knight.
Required music is the best type of music. And we see a tower key in Cave Magnus here, which is interesting. PK is making the trip up to the top of Babel, but of course does not have the tower key yet. So Twisted Flax will be able to single dip Tower of Babel should the seed. No.
I mean, 2 for 1 on the tower is always nice. Yeah. I did not see what we got for defeating the gauntlet, but looking at PK's tracker, it does look like the spoon was lit up, so I'm gonna guess that was it.
Well, at least the top of tower is free.
Completely free, and we see the Dark Imps at the Hook 2 spot, so we're gonna miss out on the free boss.
Twisted Flax is now going to check Cave Emblem here. Levels will be a little bit more comfortable here, so the fight. Some of the fights here shouldn't be too bad, but it looks like just checking the one.
Yeah, maybe he remembered that he has the Excalibur to go forge. Question from chat: what was the starting item? That was the Darkness Crystal. So we haven't seen a whole lot of shenanigans on the moon yet. I believe it was PK that went up and checked the Hummingway shop, found vampires.
King Queen Ellen have become conscious here, so they're not long for this world here, and we'll see here if the trip up paid off. It's required. We got a Sand Ruby at the top.
Nice. Also, chat pointing out that the reason Twisted Flax hasn't gotten forged is he doesn't have the Magna Key. Has not cleared Baron in yet.
But that will change very strong. That will change very shortly.
Yeah. That was a lot of Cure 2s in Twisted Flax's inventory. It looks like there was almost 60.
Yeah, sometimes you yeah, I'm not. If Cecil does need to, cure himself here if it comes to Rosa being knocked down here. Yeah, it's certainly a nice backup to have, backup plan to get the HP up here if you need it.
Yeah, you're right. The Cure 2 potion will be faster than the Cure 2 spell, and they're going to be comparable hit points because Cecil doesn't have the greatest spellcasting stats.
PK is going to take a peek at some of the trap chests here, try to hopefully get some additional loot.
Yep, defeats the Flame Dog from the alert, and gets a Masamune, so gets some money for his trouble. Maybe we should just call it the Masamune, although I imagine somebody will hurt me if I keep saying that, so I'm going to stop calling it that.
Well, it is a lot of money, so massive money does make perfect sense. Or a lot of sense. And another pointy stick for
the third member of the love triangle who will not be appearing in this seed.
Yeah, no, he's I'm sure he's off somewhere here, betraying someone else somewhere.
Yes, I mean that is what Kain does.
Twisted Flags has his magma key. Will be headed underground, get that Excalibur, and just slice and dice everything that's in front of him going forward. And Flurry has his Adamant Rock. So we're in a moment here we're going to see um, a lot more slicing, a lot more dicing, and a lot more julienning.
Yes, we will have Cecil's second most powerful weapon, and yeah, we're gonna see some nice damage dealt. As far as like key item progression goes, we're starting to run low on things to do. The seed is going to quickly turn very linear until we find the pan, because every other check we have access to right now only opens up one more item. But pan can open up two between Sheila 1 and Sheila 2.
Like right now here, the only checks here that are available here, depending on what our runners have haven't been explored here, are the cannon room and the sealed cave.
Yes, and we just got the Luca key from Sheila 1. Let's see if Twisted Flags goes and gets a pass while he's here. Doesn't look like it. Going straight out. Okay. We're not going to go get a spoon yet.
No, I don't think. Yeah, Flurry went to Forge right away and get the Excal here. And it's going to take on the Magnus Cave here. Yeah, Twisted Flags might go back here to Dwarf Castle, but could also do that single run up the tower.
Yep, and we've got a nice adamant sword in the works for Flax. PK is resigning himself to checking Antlion Cave. Will be disappointed when he finds it's required. And Flurry is on his way to give us more music. Sorbius also getting ready to make an Excalibur.
Not a lot going on here at the Cocoa Shop here. Crystal Rings are available here, but you know, man, does pick one up here. Of course, he hasn't checked the Fate March or the Fate March here, so not yet aware here that one was available gratis. And Sorbius now has his Excal as well here, so he's ready here to have Cecil do some heavier lifting.
Yes, Excalibur makes everything go a little bit more easily.
EK is actually going down to check the sealed cave and seeing here what lies there.
Yep, Rosa using self-destruct on Flurry's screen. It wasn't very effective, but I believe it's time for us to let Edward perform an encore. Oh snap, that's a pan at the sealed cave. We gotta keep that.
And we're gonna find out in a moment here who's blocking the way out.
This isn't awful. Mom Bomb's fast here. She's eventually going to explode. We're not going to be able to defeat her before she explodes, but then the bombs she leaves behind, I believe, are just ordinary bombs. I don't think they get scaled, so this should be pretty straightforward.
I don't recall here the numbers on that here, but if they aren't here, explode here could be an issue here if they can't get rid of them. Get rid of all the bombs in time. I'm thinking they do scale.
Yeah, I might be wrong. There's definitely other things I've been wrong about in this game, but I do know for certain that the damage from explode is based on the user's current hit points. It's just like a kamikaze, so even if we don't kill all the bombs, if we can weaken them, we should be able to survive. Yeah, chat pointing out that Flurry went and had a chat with the fat chocobo. I guess we're taking our date to the petting zoo.
It's not often you see that conversation on that trip here in the race, of course. The Big Whale has its own petting zoo down here, so I guess it's a little greener in the Black Chocobo Forest.
I mean, you're out in the wilds as opposed to in a captive environment, so I imagine the fat chocobo's happier there.
Yeah, probably better for the better.
But nonsense about chocobos aside, we do see that Mylon Zed is the boss of the Tower Key Super Cannon room. One swipe from that Excalibur will take care of this.
He's going to fall flat on his face very shortly.
Yes, with a nice 4,000 damage hit. I want to say that was 4,196, which amuses me because it would be an exact power of 2 if that was the case.
I didn't see the damage numbers here, unfortunately. Here's an issue here with my side on the screen here, but yeah, we're going to find out here if in a moment here if the Tower Key will pay off.
Yeah. I mean, progression has to either be behind Tower Key or Pan. One of them has to have something. They're the only checks we have left right now. If either runner gets something not useful, like a package here, they're not going to be happy. Actually, I think that's the only not useful thing we get right now.
Yeah,
So
now we know that DKC is in the max. Yeah, package is of no use unless you want a very slow HP refill, I guess.
Oh snap, there's the hook. We've got a chain.
Yeah, because now it opens up, possibly the rat tail can hold something. Could have some element of progression. PK is going straight down to Silver to get a some loot, because there's no the Sylphs won't give him the key item. But more importantly, unlock Sheila too.
Yep, and we'll get a nice piece of powerful something out of this, even if we don't get the key item. Since the rewards from the summon spots and the moon spots are still randomized.
And of course, here the best way to wake someone up here is to percussively maintain here with a piece of cookware.
I would prefer tea personally. The pan is a Leviathan orb, so we're gonna go sell that somewhere.
I don't believe we've seen sirens anywhere, have we?
I don't have sirens in my notes. I do have coffins in my notes, but I think we've seen sirens yet. The only shop we have not seen that could have them is Cave Evelyn at this point. It is the only remaining shop that has access to tier 5 items on S standard.
Alright. Twist the Flax about to turn in the...
Oh no! Oh no!
Ooh.
Hourglasses are nice, useful items, but they're not progression. That means we are looking at a required rat tail, which means required hook, which means required tower key.
Yeah, that's a stop to progression right there with that hourglass. The rat tail's got the earth crystal. That means Twisted Flax is in go mode. Alright, Twisted Flax is going to take a trip here to Cave Evelyn to take a seat.
Yeah. Is this a Siren Seed? It is a Siren Seed. He's going to liquidate a bunch of stuff now and buy some Sirens and do some grinding. I see at least 10 key items on his side, so we're going to see him get right to Zeromus levels, then go to Zot, and then go to the moon. He did not loot a pass out of Dwarf Castle, so that is an opportunity.
He has a pass.
Oh, it's just not tracked?
No, yeah, I saw it in his inventory. He has a pass, so...
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, he's got a free ticket to the moon.
Yeah, I was going to say that would give PK an opportunity to make up some time, but not so much. But at this point, we know where everything is. So we know that the Earth Crystal is going to reward a package from clearing Zot, because that's the only key item we have not seen yet.
Looks like Twisted Flax is going to take care of Zot, but he could also take a peek at our treasury now he's got that Earth Crystal.
Raise that treasury!
Yeah, so one fun thing that came up during Hybrid of the Threemus Zone with these two Wildish flags was evaluating the treasury. So I believe we have some things to say about that.
White shirt, I think, was the one. Was certainly a good find here for Rosa. But,
Yeah.
And there wasn't that much else here that Twisted Flax really could make use of.
Yeah, in a different party, that would have been a very strong treasury. But for what we have right now, I think the only useful item out of there was the white shirt. Oh, I didn't even realize that Flax doesn't have the pink tail. Flurry just got his adamant armor, so he's going to be in great shape.
Yeah, so sort of potentially here reduce here the amount of leveling up he'll need to do here. If he puts the adamant armor on the Rosa, for example, that'll certainly boost her magic defense here. Whether you put the adamant armor on, or you could put it on Seals here just to get that extra damage on Zeromus here. But once you level up here, the fight, as we'll see here once we get there here, it's going to be fairly straightforward.
Yeah, I'm real curious what Flurry is going to do as far as agility goes. With only 2 characters, you're going to want to be careful about things. Cecil is that nice magic 20 agility between levels 44 and 45. Adamant gives plus 15. So maybe we'll see that Adamant on Rosa. Who knows?
We may not even maybe go to level 43 with an adamant armor here. You put up Cecil up to 42 here, which isn't terrible either.
Oh yeah, that would slow Zeromus down further.
believe that's the first the orbs, CPU orbs here at the Mega Sister spot. I believe it's up.
Yeah, I think that's Mega Sisters.
And yeah, X Galaxies at these even at these levels here doing making short work.
And we're taking a safety save. There's still a couple rude bosses out there. Golbez is not a problem in this party. He'll just monologue, and then we'll get to fight him, and nobody will die beforehand. Wyvern is still out there. Could be rude. We do have Witchburn on, so it means we won't get a Mega Nuke necessarily, but we're going to get something, and it could be mean.
There's a few things here that you still don't want to see that Wyvern could have up his sleeve.
Yep, and Flurry is going to go ahead and do the grind now, it looks like. Has exactly 10 key items. And we see Rosa leading Rosa on to rescue Rosa over on Twisted Flax's screen.
Caesar just seeing triplicate right now, just temporarily here, just a minor thing.
I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't mind seeing 3 Rosas. I think he likes her.
Now we find out who is the last boss in the path before Zeromus. Just the Dark Elf.
We have an Excalibur and a Berserk spell. I will hear wagers on how long it will take for Cecil to win this. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 3 turns. And I think on the wrongs, this is looking like it's gonna be 2 turns.
Yeah, the only thing saving Dark Elf here is a script change.
Yeah, that was 2 turns. That weakness to Holy plus Cecil equals defeated bosses. And Rosa will now have access to the exit spell. We don't need that right now, but she has it.
PK's going to take care of the cannon spot now. Sorbius is going to have Eddie play some tunes for us again. And Twisted Flax will get that package, presumably head down underground, get a grind in, get the levels up here, and then go straight into the Z fight.
Yeah. So how do you like your eggs?
I'm a poached. I like my eggs poached, covered in about 50 gallons of hollandaise.
Okay, I've got some family members who like it that way. I usually do scrambled because it's simple, or if I'm feeling like I want to do something a little bit nicer, I'll make an omelet.
When it comes to hollandaise here, that's other people making it for me here. If I go to a restaurant here, I don't have that level of culinary skill. For myself, I'll make a scrambled. If eventually I might learn how to make a Benedict.
Oh yeah, that is a favorite in my family. Although I think we normally use like powdered hollandaise to make it easier because it's it takes some effort.
Yeah, getting all the butter and eggs and lemon together here and getting it all right. Oh, definitely a skill I would like to learn here, but whether I get around to learning it here is another thing, I guess.
Yeah. So eggs, besides being delicious, they're full of experience points. These eggs will do nothing unless you hit them and fail to defeat them. You get 34,000 experience base from this egg that does not fight back for the most part. So as long as you can one-shot them, it is free, zero-risk experience. And this is, I believe, the fastest grind if you have the necessary items to do it. Because Siren, Coffin, win. It's just, you're trading money for time and experience.
Yeah, 68,000 a shot with double XP on. Yeah, yeah, we'll see here what type of levels here Twisted Flags is going to get here. Probably, yeah, most likely Cecil up to that level 45 range here. Could even after that here, if we wanted to get Rosa up to a little bit of safer HP levels here, maybe even take out the Cecil and just crack eggs on her own.
Yeah, could also do the power overwhelming approach or the level 43 approach you had it. That's a neat idea of taking him to 43 and then letting him be at 27 agility, use the Atom to take him to 24. That's clever, I like it.
That won't be an option for Twisted Flags because he doesn't have the adamant armor.
Very true.
So, yeah, still a level 45 Cecil here. I'm not sure if he did find that power shirt. I don't recall if he was the one who had the power shirt. But yeah, the Z fight is going to take a few turns here, but it's basically just a matter of Cecil swinging his sword wildly, and Zerome was just happening to be in his way.
Right, Cecil going up to level 47, so we're looking at power overwhelming, I guess. Oh, that's only like 29 agility, that should be fine.
It should be okay. Should be okay. Just a matter of making sure here that you don't have Rosa falling down here while Cecil is berserk, because that could potentially cause some issues.
Yeah, but you're gonna want to switch that glass helmet out for pretty much anything else because it has 0 magic defense. Oh, a ribbon will do just fine. So, we don't have Zeromus in the boss pool, because he's pretty powerful and he's mean, and Big Bang is still Big Bang, even if we were to go to a low magic power spot. So, what do we do to Zeromus instead?
Alright, well, Zeromus here he's a cosplayer, I guess, here, because he's got close to 500 different different characters he can portray. And he does a great job of showing them off. So, with the Z flags out here, our community's asking, whose butt are we kicking tonight?
And while we teleport to the moon, what's your favorite Zeromus?
No, there's a few. There's a few favorites that I've got here. Temp Jobmus, because I never talk to him when I play. That's what the one conversation I have with him. I'm an Animal Crossing fan here, so Rossetti, Rosetmus is also a favorite of mine.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them that I love. Today I'm gonna say Zeromus, and we're gonna defeat the Mavericks and save the future.
And as this date here hopefully comes to a close here, we'll see here who our third wheel is tonight.
Oh, it's Invisimus.
Otherwise known as John Cena.
I have not seen this one before, and I suppose I'm technically not seeing it right now.
I guess there isn't a third wheel tonight.
Yeah, there. Who are we saving the world from? There's nobody here to fight.
The Void? No, but there is
Voidimus, and it's a separate thing. Let's see if the sprite flashes at all when Cecil hits it. Maybe we can get at least some idea of the shape of our enemy.
Maybe Zeromus is taking a form of pure consciousness.
Maybe Zeromus is just taking the day off. Normally he only does that when it's an O-win game flag, but you know, I don't see him. Do you?
No, I don't. Yeah. We're gonna have to talk to him here. I don't think that's in his contract.
Yeah. Scalakitty, you're here, right? Is Romus allowed to just not show up?
I mean, whatever Twisted Flax is doing here to fight Thin Air seems to be working.
I didn't see Rosa cast Sight, though, so our characters don't necessarily have see invisibility right now, so maybe they've got rings on. I don't think we saw Balcus whine at all, so Cecil will not be getting drunk. Rose is just going to have to tell him to get angry about something.
Give him another message, I guess, and yep. Flurry looks like he'll getting ready here to head down to see, or I guess not see, Zeromus.
Yeah, I'm going to have fun asking our runners on their thoughts on tonight's lack of a final boss.
Okay. And here, like, this isn't gonna be the the fastest fight in the world here. You only have one source of damage here in Cecil. He's doing a job here, but you know, he's still just one guy here.
It's gonna take a bit.
Yeah.
I once was in a race on Restream where just the way my party was, I ended up doing a solo Cecil fight against Zeromus. Like, I had Adamant and Crystal, and like, he was dealing a ton of damage, but like every other turn I was popping a Cure 3 potion to keep him alive. Because the rest of my party was pretty weak, and I just couldn't get it done otherwise. I was trying Edward Strats for the first time, and that didn't work, so it was just fine. Grab Cecil, throw everything on him, and buy a pile of Cure 3s and hope for the best.
Oh, we do now hear.
Oh no, Rosa just went down.
Oh, that was a big roll. That was a chunky nuke roll.
Good thing Cecil wasn't berserked. That would have gone very poorly.
And we'll be able to recover here. That elixir is gonna.
Yep. Not only does it fully heal her, it also gives back all of her magic.
And Flurry is just revealed or not revealed. Zeromus.
And the win just got sniped. Off stream, Possumorpheus has finished in first place with a time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, 51 seconds. GG's to Possumorpheus.
Flurry's fight here should be a little bit smoother with the higher HP pool here, so will likely not have any danger of a high roll Big Bang or a high roll nuke.
We do have a bit of a time advantage on Flax's screen, so it'll depend if that extra damage can make up for the lead that Flax has on things.
Yeah, like this fight here, like that last nuke here was low, considerably lower here, and we have rocks now here, so
Yep.
this fight will be wrapping up very soon.
Yeah, 2 or 3 more attacks and we will be done. We will see the end of Invisimus. Not that we saw the beginning of Invisimus.
Or much of anything of Invisimus.
And there's the done. Twisted Flax in second place. 1 hour, 13 minutes, 9 seconds. GG's to Twisted Flax.
I would say Zromus is crumbling here, but I'm not 100% sure.
We mere commentators cannot see what Cecil and Rosa can see. Sorbius, very close to having their crystal. Gonna be our third runner on stream to have that crystal and be ready to go get ready for Zeromus. And we are joined by Twisted Flax. GG's, congrats on your second place finish.
Thank you very much.
So I gotta ask, Zeromus and lack thereof, thoughts?
That was unexpected. I don't know if I've ever seen that particular sprite or lack of sprite for that matter.
Yeah, like, who were you really fighting after all? And how did you know you'd won? Because I didn't see a flash.
I think I was fighting the concept of the void itself.
Bringing a bit of Final Fantasy V into it. I like it.
Twisted Flax here, what were your thoughts here in terms of planning out your routing here? What were you
I think the trick behind the scenes is just to get Paladin, Cecil up to Paladin as soon as possible, and I found some good arrows in the Watery Pass. I just couldn't find a bow, and so I ran around for a while shopping and actually found a bow, and ran into a relatively nasty Ogo spot there. If I didn't miss menu on the first try, I would have been able to beat it the first time. And that combined with the fact that I ran into the evil wall at in the inn, I felt really far behind, which led me to take a bit of a risk going up the tower on a relatively under-leveled situation, but thankfully it was a free fight at the top, and that basically led me to the end of the game.
Yeah. Let's see. We had adamant armor available to everybody. I don't think you got it. You did not pick up that pink tail.
No,
that
I did
was
not.
at the Fey March chest. So we had a French vanilla tail there.
I had in the back of my mind that the pink tail was still out there with the admin armor, and I thought that if it was in fact down there in the Fey March, me fading that could hurt me. But at that point, I had go mode. I thought I had the levels. I figured I had to risk it.
I mean, it paid off. You finished right behind Boss Morpheus. Flurry was right behind you, so the risk paid off.
I will have to go back and review the end of the game there, because Z was really fast. I thought I had a good agility manipulation set up with Rosa as my anchor there on agility 28, but that couldn't have been possible because Z was just so fast there. I'm kind of surprised that I made it through in one piece.
Yeah, I think part of it is with only 2 characters, you're not filling the action queue as much, so Zeromus gets to actually do stuff.
I was contemplating dropping the battle speed to like 3 or 4 before going in. I thought, let's just go for it, see what happens. And I think I almost paid the price for that.
Oh yeah, that was real scary when that road went down.
Yeah, no, to your credit though, you did a great job recovering from that hiccup here, from that really nasty nuke.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah, any other thoughts on the seed? Did you have fun? Any relationship advice for our couple tonight?
The couple that fights together stays together is what I always say.
Right.
No, this is like I said before, it's a very fun flag set, and I love the theme behind it. Thanks again to Leonhardt, who's tracking, for coming up with it, and also for Gambit behind the scenes on the restream. It was a lot of fun, and thanks to you two guys as well for commentating the race. I look forward to watching it back.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun watching you. Thanks for joining. Anything you want to add, Harumph?
No. Thank you for volunteering here to be restream tonight. Here, it was very entertaining here to see how you tackled this tonight's seed.
Not a problem. Thanks again, and GG's to Pasu for winning and everyone else in playing. Thank you.
right, and that was our second place finisher, and we will be having Flurry 14 join us shortly with his finish of 1:14 and 29.
In the meantime, PK just getting his grind here before trying to find an Earth Crystal for that third objective. Sorbius is heading to the moon because I don't think he got a pass, so he's going to take the long way down.
Yeah, so we know that we're eventually going to have to do the Tower Key, which comes off the Twin Harp, which comes off Antlines. Yeah, PK's a bit behind, but he'll get there. We are joined by Flurry. GG's, congrats on your third place finish.
Thank you. I mean, let's be honest, there was really only one objective this race, and mission accomplished. So yeah, thank you.
And I'm going to ask everybody this, but what did you think about Zeromus tonight? I found it a little hard to follow the action.
I didn't know John Cena was a Zeromus sprite.
All right, I'm going to have to ask about this meme later, because I didn't know Mizimus was Cena.
I mean, we can't see him, so, you know.
Okay.
That was pretty funny.
Okay, it's gotcha.
Anyway, yeah, that was a fun scene. The real bummer was going through the beginning thinking I need to get like some kind of weapon just to get going. It's like, well, I'm sure it won't be the last shop I check, which is going to be Mysidius. I didn't want to trigger the whale, so it won't be the last. Elven Bow in the last shop. So that was a bummer. Other than that, I think everything went pretty well. Did end up with a smattering of arrows, so got to break those out. And yeah, that's a fun flag set.
Yeah. How do you feel about that pasta selection available on the Mount Ordeals in Bistro?
I mean, it's yeah. There are at least Ogo's there.
I don't think he cared for the staff either.
Yeah. I just
Really good review on Yelp, I imagine.
Could have been worse. The treasury, though, that was kind of disappointing. Was hoping, I was like, all right, if I go in there, white shirt, which I did get, but I was like, it could have a crystal sword, could be an adamant, a Zeus gauntlet, a black belt would even be nice. And no, I got a white shirt, and yeah, that was pretty much it. So that was a little disappointing. 3 out of 10.
Yeah, it would have been a good treasury for a different party.
I think 3 out of 10 was a little generous actually here. I think I gave it. I was thinking 2 because with what you expect, you at least to get something else.
Yeah, I was hoping for like at least one thing to equip on my part. Well, I got the white shirt, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much because Rosa took a 2190 big bang, so without that white shirt, she probably doesn't survive. So
yeah, I don't think I saw a sorcerer anywhere. So if you didn't have that, it would have been wizard.
Yeah, and I don't think that makes up the difference. So yeah, that's the other thing. Like I'm always a little worried on a low party. Like, do I go in and like take the chance on the big bang roll? So I just went up to like 2400. So that's good enough. Ended up paying off, if for no other reason, I got to do CPU at full levels. Thank you. That was nice.
Yeah, your fight was definitely a little bit faster than Twisted Flag, so you went in at a lower level.
Yeah, I think at that point I was like, well, I know where go mode is. It's not like anything about the seed is going to change how I'm going to approach it. So may as well get the levels now. I got 10 key items. I have Artemis arrows. I can hold A and grind, so may as well do it now.
Yeah. Anything you want to ask, Harumph?
Go ahead.
No, I didn't have anything. Was there anything else you would like to you wanted to add here, Flurry?
Well, any race where I can beat PK, it is a very good race.
It's true. You two have the eternal rivalry.
Yeah. I mean, Dia hasn't been racing as much, so I guess PK will do.
So Dia, the one true rival. I see how this is going.
So PK's the backup plan?
Yeah, he's the backup plan.
All right, we'll have to see how he feels about that.
He's actually been kicking my butt lately. Like, he went and started playing Mystic Quest and is already on the leaderboard, and I went and started playing Worlds Collide and Jets Time. Get wiped by final bosses, so he's actually gotten a lot better. I guess I do appreciate like you guys taking the time for everybody who's making these restreams happen. I would especially like to give a very special shout out to someone who has put in quite a bit of hard work recently to have a feature for pretty much everybody to enjoy and get a lot out of. And if you're out there, Zoe Vermillion, thank you for all the work on the Tricker bot. It is super awesome, and really appreciate all the hard work that the community members do to make this thing go. And that's just another really good example of it. So yeah,
for sure. Zoe is great. I don't see her on the list of people in the chat right now, but I'm sure the message will get there somehow or another.
Fair enough.
Thanks for joining us, and have a great rest of your night.
All right, thanks. You too. You guys have a good one.
So that was our third place finisher, Flurry 14. While we were chatting, we have our fourth place finish with Aegis at a time of 1:23.05, and our fifth place finish with Roger McBain at 1:24.13. GG's to them.
Yeah, we must have missed here PK getting Drift Crystal, because he is in the midst of the Z fight against our Dromas from Parts Unknown, and that we can't really make out, make full sight of here. Sorbius is on the moon here. Doesn't appear to have located the sirens here. So as we alluded to earlier in the race today here, working to find alternate grinds here. So he's taking a few random encounters here, and we'll taking some boss checks here. We'll still get a lot of HP here with the double experience, because he does have the 10 key items.
Yep. As we saw, he took a random encounter and discovered the hard way that gold dragons and silver dragons are not susceptible to coffins. But we do have the Kaiba soldiers here, which is utterly free. We took out the officer first to stop incoming attacks and get the most XP out of that life glitch. For those who may not know, when you cast a life spell on anything in this game, it regains hit points based on its vitality stat. Enemies don't have a vitality stat, so they would get revived with 0 hit points, they immediately die again, you get all the rewards as though you defeated them yourself. So this should be well over 200,000 experience. We've got the 10 key item bonus, we've got life glitch, which is not something you normally see here. I wouldn't be surprised if this broke 300k. Yeah, that was like 330,000 experience there. That should get Sorbius ready for Zeromus easily. And top it off with an Artemis bow and a power shirt. So rewards are good, but I think the experience was the real reward. Oh yeah, those levels are...
Yeah, 47 here. 29 agility, I think, here for Cecil at this point.
Yeah, it should be 29. At worst, 30.
Alright. Yep, PK looks like his Z fight is going comfortably. Sorbius looks like it's calibrating here to make sure everything is set here for a smooth fight.
Yeah, putting Rosa in the middle like that is going to be dangerous. She's at 23 agility right now, I think I saw, and that's going to drive the fight, and that could lead to some real pain with Cecil or Zeromus going much faster than he might otherwise.
Yeah, especially here if Rosa does take a wipe here. If Rosa can, if he can keep Rosa alive here for the duration here, this fight shouldn't be. It will be slow. Like it'll be a bit of a slog here, because there's going to be a lot of curing, a lot of reberserking, but should go relatively smoothly. If Rosa does go down here, that will be trouble.
Yeah, and we just had a 6th place finisher, Kappa, with a time of 1:27.11. GG's to Kappa.
Sorbius about to get the news here that He's fighting an invisible enemy tonight. And we have rocks on PK's side, so this is... So that fight, well... Should... Yeah, this will be... this is over soon.
Rocks are falling from who knows where, but Cecil should be able to take this down even if Rosa's taking a nap.
And I think that's the cracked boom.
Yeah, we got the dot done in the race room. 7th place for PK with a time of 1:28.12. GG's to PK. And we are joined by our 7th place finisher, PK. GG's, grats, well played.
Thank you.
I've asked everybody. I'm going to ask you. What did you think of Zeromus tonight? How did his appearance affect your strategy?
I'm not used to seeing that much of the scrolling Starscape. That's for sure.
Scrolling Starscape here, not knowing what Cecil's hitting.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen that one before, but it certainly was fun.
Yeah, this was new to me too. I think it's called Void Mist, where it's just like a static shot of that background, and it's difficult to see but still visible.
Yeah. I mean, by the time I was, actually in go mode, I knew I was pretty much entirely out of, finishing in the top area. Next time, or if I ever have to do these flags or something like this again, I'm not going to have my anchor be the person I'm trying to use as my berserker as well. That got a little dicey there at the end.
What were your thoughts in the beginning of the seed, having the nope rope guarding the way to the paladin?
That one, I was really glad I found the Elven Bow. I was so excited because I had just bought that stack of 10 vampires up on the moon, and I was like, this is going to be perfect. But I was pretty sure Nope Rope doesn't like vampires being cast on them. So it was a roadblock. With the early... I figured maybe I got underground a little faster than some other people, so I tried to leverage that into doing Dwarf, and then hitting that alt gauntlet and then having it hit the spoon was just GG.
Yeah, that alt gauntlet was real unfortunate, but at least you got some levels out of it.
That was my initial thought going in. This will be good levels, and then with the rest of the boss placement, they were really unnecessary levels in retrospect.
Yeah, you were the only person who went shopping on the moon, and those vampires were definitely useful.
And there was some unfortunate routing luck as well here, because he did. I believe you're the only racer here on a restream here who got the pan in, went and did those checks.
Yeah, I don't actually know. I don't think there's anything in them when it's just K-main, but I figured I have to leverage whatever I have, and it did give an hourglass. I was kind of hoping for like a crystal sword, an hourglass, something like that, because I hadn't seen sirens yet. So in the case that there weren't sirens, that hourglass could have led to, a very nice trap chest, quick XP grind somewhere. But yeah, I essentially ran this backwards of the way I should.
Yeah, unfortunately, rando's gonna rando sometimes.
I mean, fading Antlion works 100% of the time when Antlion doesn't have everything that leads to go mode.
So when Antlion is not required, Antlion should be faded 100% of the time.
Exactly. And
how do you know if Antlion is required?
No, you only find it out in retrospect. That's the only issue with the strategy is you don't actually know until you eventually you wait too long to do Antlion, and it's super required. And then you end up double dipping tower, and the required boss is there. It's yeah.
All right, fade Antlion until it's too late to not fade Antlion. Got it.
Yeah, similar to my philosophy that every check is correct until it's wrong.
Exactly, but you got to commit to the bit, and whenever I'm being restreamed, I try to, commit to the bit as hard as possible. At least until I'm pretty sure I had no more checks left before I checked in line. So it's really, it's kind of.
It was fun to watch. Thank you for playing to the bit.
Oh, always happy. Thanks, Pixel in Harumph, for doing the commentary. Gambit, not so much of a thank you, but thank you for restreaming me and rolling the seed, and Lean Hearts. I did enjoy the flags. Maybe a little practice on that Zeromus fight would have made it a little bit faster. But for making the flags and tracking this and pushing all the buttons, thanks everyone.
Any last questions you have, Harumph?
No. Here, thank you for watching the restream here and giving us an entertaining race tonight.
I hope it was entertaining on your end. You have to care.
It was great, although there was a little bit of cringe at some of the misery you had to endure.
Yeah, on both sides, I'm sure. Take care.
Later. So that was our 7th place finisher. While we were chatting, we've had our 8th, 9th, and 10th place finishers. We had Lady SSJX Gears in 8th at 130.25, Rowdy Roddy Sniper in 9th at 131.01, and Microcorgs in 10th at 131.44. GG's to them. Get your aim emotes out, because there was some sniping involved.
During the interview here, Sorbius did make an attempt at the Zeromus here. He kind of a little trouble here, so Sorbius is trying to augment those that HP a little bit here. Ran into a Wyvern though here, which still can be a nasty fight.
Right, even if you don't have that opening Mega Nuke, you're still going to get a bunch of nukes reflected on you, and these moon spots are fairly potent. It looks like we're heading back to Earth. Maybe we're going to look for more grind options. Maybe we'll successfully find those sirens and do some dragons.
And that'll speed up here the speed the fight. Make the process a little smoother here, and then can quickly get back to Z here and give our invisible enemy here the invisible butt kicking.
Yeah.
That is in store.
But how do you kick a butt that you cannot see?
Aim blindly.
Works for me. And we just had our 11th place finish, Warlink 05, with a time of 1:35.39. GG's to Warlink. Scully Kitty says, you just gotta feel it. What I'm hearing is feel the butt to kick the butt.
Sorbius here made a bit of a change here to the armor here, putting looks like a power shirt on Cecil, and the adamants on Rosa here to help boost that magic defense a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cecil having a little bit more an HP buffer here doesn't necessarily need as much of the magic defense, because he can absorb a little bit more.
Right, he's got that extra 800 hit points or so.
Yeah, Rosa's in that danger zone, like in that low 2000 here, which again here you could run into trouble here, much like with a high roll Big Bang here, or a nuke here without that extra protection.
Didn't realize that Sorbius had the pass. We've corrected our tracker, and while we were chatting, Jbrun TR has finished in 12th at 136.18. GG's there.
All right, Sorbius getting ready here for another attempt at Z here. Again, normally taking off the adamant armor here does give a disadvantage here of doubling up here on the elemental damage, I believe. But since Romus isn't dealing with elemental damage here, this will be a moot point.
Yeah, if we were hunting the elements boss, it would be extremely dangerous to do this. But as you said, all Zeromus damage is non-elemental, so we're safe to do this.
All right, and let's cheer Sorbius on here and hope for a smoother fight here, and we'll see the invisible but get invisibly kicked. We do have another finisher as well here. Tella says Relax comes in 13th with a time of 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 36 seconds. GG's. Right, Cure 4 is up in time. Yeah. Mental note here, Invisimus it feels like it's harder to keep track of for some reason.
Well, yeah, we can't see him shake. Sorbius has the audio cube, and we can't tell when the Big Bang is coming. It could be any time, even now, even though he's just in a big black hole.
Our audience can hear it here. We typically have the stream off because otherwise echoes and all that here. That'll be kind of a little off-putting here for some, I guess. So we have to. Normally we rely on just the visual cue, but we don't have any. So this is it's definitely a new experience for us.
Yes, the most important thing about this fight is going to make sure that Rosa stays fully online and operational.
And so far here, it is this fight here is going here to plan.
Yeah, Zeromus is pretty fast. Is this the first Silk Club that's being thrown?
This could still be issues because if you don't get the cure off in time here, this again is Rosa takes a wipe here. That's gonna that's gonna be a bit of a hiccup.
Mm-hmm. Cecil is not berserked right now, though. Admittedly, we just had a black hole, so.
Yeah, Berserk here also here upping here the damage output here. So, and not having a Berserk here does lower here, but we do see that come out now here. So, we'll see how much damage this is going to go here before the next black hole comes out. Alright, yeah, again here, with the full HP here, yeah, it looks like here this is going to be, it's well calibrated, it's going pretty smoothly, barring any, yeah, I don't anticipate here any more hiccups along the way. That being said here, Rosa's got 2 Cure 4 casts left. So we'll see. So if it does come to, so if you do see a few more big, so if there's not enough damage here to get past another big bang here, we may have to see some sort of MP refill. I'm not sure what Sorbius has in the inventory.
Yeah, I see an Ether 1, I see an Elixir,
Yeah, that's
so this should be fine. Dishmu has forfeited. Don't blame them. This is a challenging flag set. But GG's to Shmoo regardless.
Rosa does have that Cure 4 up in time here to recover here from the nuke, from the second phase nuke. And yeah, I don't know if there's a shake yet, or if we're in medial phase or what.
Yeah,
Looks like
this sprite is fun, but it's a little harder than the commentators.
yeah here, and I don't do math fast enough here to count damage.
Like, as long as Rosa has MP, we'll get through this slowly but surely.
Yeah, that's a bit of a higher roll here, but still, it's still fine. As long as it doesn't, as long as it's just under 2057, is okay. We are in the rocks phase though here, so and Rosa dodges it here, so we'll see this wrap up shortly.
Yeah, everyone prep your GGs. Yeah, we've got some full party berserk going on. And there's the flash. Sorbius has done it with a time of 1:45 and 26 seconds. GG's to Sorbius.
And would that be a duo, a duet, instead of a quint?
Yeah, I'm not an expert on the memes. I try to keep up, but I don't keep up with all of them, unfortunately. So, chat, what are we calling this? And we are joined by Sorbius. GG's, congrats on making it through this very challenging flag set. I saw your mic light up, but I did not hear anything. Maybe check your audio settings.
Sorry, I had that muted because of my stream.
There we are. GG's.
Yeah, I got off to kind of a rough start. We'll restream nerves, and then Ogo and Ordeals was just kind of rough. I totally forgot about that Zeus rage that would have solved those dolls real quick, but
Yeah, so how did you feel about that Zeroma sprite? You know, did it cause any reflection, any thoughts on, you know, the nature of what we're fighting for?
no, I can't say that it did. It is one of my favorite sprites, though. It's a good one.
It is pretty good.
I think it's pretty good at least. I can't see it for sure, but I guess it is.
We're going to assume it's good. But yes, first time on Restream. I'm sure nerves were a factor. They were for me. You played really well. Like, how were the nerves?
Once I kind of got over in the beginning, it wasn't too bad. And then my brain just sort of fell out of my head when I was trying to figure out my Zeromus fight. I was staring at Cecil with his adamant armor and 44 agility going, how can I make this work? I don't know if you know what 44 minus 15 is, but it's 29, which is a pretty good number for agility.
Yep.
With adamant armor is pretty good at not dying to big bangs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, putting that adamant on Rosa seemed to be the trick to be able to get through that.
Yeah, I should have taken the arty bow off of her. She was a little too fast and was taking up Cecil's turns, but that's all right.
You know, we all learned some things.
Now, in terms of once you had your go mode here, what was your thoughts in terms of approaching here the preparation here to get to the Z fight?
Well, I took a quick peek around for sirens. I hadn't checked the Famart shop when I was in there before, and then I checked the Moon shop, and there weren't any sirens. I picked up a pile of coffins from somewhere, and just thought I'd see if I could find some warlocks randomly on the Moon as I walked down to do the ribbon room for XP. Ran into too many dragons, so that ended up kind of being a waste of time.
Yeah, the dragons unfortunately are immune to the effect of the coffin. But sirens were in the seed, they were in Cave Evelyn.
Oh, yeah, the one shop I didn't check. Fair enough.
It's the one that you always forget about if it's not a hook route seed. So no need to feel bad about that whatsoever.
And based on the information you had here, adjusted well here, got the levels you needed. Recalibrated well after the first attempt here. At C here to make the final attempt here that much smoother.
It went smooth once I figured out how to do math. So
math is hard sometimes. It was great watching you run, and we always like to feature newer members of the community when we can. So thanks for being brave and volunteering.
Sure, I will probably keep doing it, at least in the 4-person races. It was a lot of tough competition tonight too. The people in this race are also very, very good.
Yes, you had PK and Flurry on the restream, so those are some of the better members of the community for sure. We have a wide range of skill here, but they consistently do well in tournaments. So,
and of course, here the skill gap here is not as wide here as you may think here. Many of your racers here are capable of getting that win out at any time. So, with experience here, sometimes a little luck on your way here. Anyone can. We have a lot of people, many of our racers who are perfectly capable of taking a race down in first place.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my very first race that I did, I ended up coming in second. It was one of the legacy flags almost a month ago at this point. And then I was last tonight, but I mean, someone's got to be last, someone's got to be first. That's just sort of how racing works.
Yep, and as long as you're learning, as long as you're having fun and improving, so on and so on, that's the important thing, right?
Service, was there anything else? Any other comments here? Feelings, emotional outbursts you have in regards to tonight's seed?
No, I mean, it certainly was ruder than Monday's seed with the same flags, but no, other than at myself for forgetting very stupid things in the beginning and then not being able to do math. No, I think it was a fun seed. I had a good time.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, and I will wish you a great rest of your evening.
Thanks, guys.
And we hope to see you in another. We hope to to commentate on another restream, another race soon.
And I have word here that we are going to go raid Luffloof now. So as we're getting ready to head over, I'd like to remind people that please don't talk about spoilers in the in the place we're going. We've got a spoilers channel for that. My name is Pixel Tamer. I've been helped out by her Rumpf, Commander Leonhardt, and Gambit17, and I would like to say have a great night to everyone. And thank you for watching.
Have a great night.